Hey developers, welcome to Devcovery. Today, we're bringing you the hottest open source projects trending on GitHub, so you don't miss any tech developments worth your attention.
Today, we're taking a deep dive into a trending project on GitHub, openwork, the open source alternative to Claude Cowork. It's rapidly gaining traction by offering a powerful, self-hostable AI collaboration platform for development teams. We'll explore how this project provides the features of a premium tool without the vendor lock-in, making it a potential game changer. What if you could build a custom AI skill just once and have it instantly available across every tool you use, for every member of your team, on any machine? That's the promise behind a fascinating new project. And it isn't about building yet another AI. Instead, it's about creating a universal language for all AIs to speak. The project is called openwork, from the organization Different AI. It's positioned as an open-source alternative to proprietary tools like Claude Cowork. At its heart, openwork is designed to solve one major headache: how to share and manage AI workflows across different tools and teams. And its traction on GitHub shows just how much this solution is needed. It has already collected over 20,000 stars, with 280 added in just a single day, and more than 2,000 forks. This signals some serious interest from the developer community. So, what's the core problem here? As developers embrace AI agents like Codex or Cursor, a new kind of silo is emerging. The custom workflows, prompts, and skills they build get trapped inside those specific environments. A powerful automation built in one tool has to be manually recreated in another. This creates friction, inconsistency, and frankly, a maintenance nightmare for teams. The old way was just copying and pasting prompts, trying to keep separate configurations in sync. But openwork's approach is different. It's not trying to be another competing AI agent. Instead, it aims to be a universal bridge, a shared, interoperable layer that other tools can simply plug into. The entire focus is on collaboration. The core of its design is something called the Master Control Program, or MCP. You can think of it as a universal adapter for AI tools. Instead of teaching each AI agent how to do a new task, you just teach openwork once. From then on, the agent simply asks the MCP what it can do and tells it to execute a specific skill. What this does is elegantly decouple the AI's reasoning brain from the hands that actually perform the work. This MCP is exposed as a remote API endpoint, and this design is incredibly clever. It means all workflows, permissions, and even connections to services like Google Workspace are managed centrally in the cloud. So, an update to a workflow is instantly available to the entire team, with no one needing to reconfigure their local tools. The whole system is packaged as a cross-platform desktop application built with Electron and TypeScript, which provides a consistent place to create and manage these powerful, shareable workflows. So, what does this look like in the real world? Imagine a development team standardizing a code deployment skill. They can share it through openwork, ensuring everyone uses the exact same approved process, no matter which AI agent they prefer. For larger organizations, an administrator can use a control panel called the openwork den to manage access to expensive models. This helps control costs and maintain compliance. And for individual developers, it means they can switch between tools like Cursor and ChatGPT while keeping all their custom workflows perfectly intact. Best of all, the barrier to entry is low. Getting started can be as simple as pasting a single natural language prompt into an existing AI agent, which then automates the entire installation and setup. Looking at the community's reaction, the feedback is generally very positive. People praise openwork as a powerful, local-first, and open-source alternative to closed platforms. Users love that it supports over 50 large language models and gives teams the option to self-host their workflows. On the other hand, there are some concerns. A few have pointed to a perceived change in licensing, which has created some uncertainty about its long-term open-source commitment. Others also note that it requires a bit more technical setup compared to more polished commercial products. But let's take a more critical look. The system's reliance on a central API service does introduce a potential single point of failure. If that core service goes down, all the interoperability features will break. That central MCP endpoint also becomes a high-value target for security attacks, so it needs to be incredibly well protected. And beyond the technical side, the project's ultimate success hinges on broad adoption. It needs a critical mass of AI agents and developers to build a thriving ecosystem around its standard. Without that, it risks remaining a niche tool. In the end, openwork isn't just another AI tool. It's aiming to be a foundational layer for interoperability. It tackles the critical and, let's be honest, unglamorous problem of workflow fragmentation in a rapidly expanding AI ecosystem. What it represents is a strategic bet, a bet on an open, connected future for AI development, rather than one dominated by closed-off, siloed platforms.
That's all for today's Devcovery. We hope these GitHub trending projects spark some inspiration for your development work. You can find all the repos mentioned in the description below. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. See you tomorrow at the same time.